Welcome to Stillness and Meaning. In a world that is always rushing, we take a moment here to pause, reflect, and find the path to a better self. Today we uncover a truth that is simple, yet often ignored, the massive power hidden in the smallest of actions. Part 1. The Illusion of Tomorrow. Though it sounds tough to admit, the truth is that whether we succeed or fail in life does not depend on luck or one big moment. It largely depends on our small, invisible daily habits. Many successful people across history have said the same thing: nothing happens in a day. But when one day adds to another and those days turn into weeks and months, that is where the unshakable foundation of the future is built. Often we dream of doing something massive, building a business, writing a book, or transforming our bodies, but we constantly avoid the small, boring tasks needed to achieve those dreams. Without even realizing it, comforting phrases like, "I'll do it tomorrow," "I'll start on Monday," or "I can do it later," become the biggest, most silent enemies of our lives. Today's story is about a boy who had giant dreams but a messy reality. He thought that one day magic would happen and his life would change instantly. But life is not a movie where a montage fixes everything in a moment. So I invite you to watch this video until the very end, because these next few minutes might just mark the beginning of a new, powerful habit in your own life. Budtaist. Part 2. Alex's Struggle. In a peaceful, quiet town, there lived a boy named Alex. Alex was what you would call an average student. He wasn't a genius, nor was he weak. But inside his heart, he carried big dreams. He desperately wanted to be successful, to be admired, to make a mark on the world. However, Alex had a major obstacle standing in his way. He was completely undisciplined. He had a bad habit of leaving tasks unfinished. He ignored small duties like making his bed or organizing his notes, and he found it incredibly hard to follow any kind of routine. Despite all his burning ambitions, Alex never seriously started the work required to reach them. He made grand plans, elaborate schedules for studying, exercising, or learning new skills, but he never completed them. When the time came to act, he would whisper to himself, "I'm tired today. I'll start tomorrow." But as we all know, that tomorrow never came. His parents and teachers tried to advise him, urging him to be regular and disciplined, but their words bounced off him. Alex believed a dangerous myth. He thought that only big, heroic efforts bring big changes. Since those big efforts felt scary and overwhelming, he remained paralyzed, never doing anything at all. Part 3. The Bamboo Lesson. One afternoon, while wandering through the town, Alex met a wise old professor named Mr. Miguel. The professor had watched Alex grow up and saw the potential hiding behind his laziness. Seeing Alex's frustrated face, the professor smiled gently and asked, "Alex, do you know the real secret to a successful life?" Curious and desperate for an answer, Alex nodded. The professor said softly, "Success doesn't come from doing something huge in one day. It comes from small habits, repeated every single day." He then invited Alex to sit down and began to tell a story. A long time ago, a farmer planted a bamboo seed in his garden. He was a dedicated man. Every single day he watered the soil and cared for it. But after one full year there was no progress. The ground was bare. 2 years passed, yet nothing happened. Other plants in the garden grew tall and colorful, but the bamboo seeds stayed hidden. Neighbors laughed at the farmer, whispering that he was wasting his water and time on a dead seed. But the farmer kept believing. He kept watering. Then, in the 5th year, a miracle happened. Within just 6 weeks, the bamboo shot up from the ground and grew 80 feet tall. It was a magnificent sight. The professor paused and looked at Alex. The farmer said everyone thought the seed was doing nothing. They thought it was rotten, but it wasn't. For 5 years, it was strengthening its massive root system underground. It needed those roots to support its future height. If it had grown too soon, it would have collapsed. Success in life, Alex, is just like that bamboo. Small habits may seem insignificant, even useless at first. But over time, they are building the roots. They are building the foundation for a success that can withstand any storm. Hearing this, Alex sat in silence. He was lost in thought. He realized he had been waiting for the 80-foot growth without ever watering the soil. He had neglected the small habits that build the roots. Part 4. The 7 Life-Changing Habits. With a newfound spark in his eyes, Alex asked, "Sir, please tell me, what kind of small habits can I start today?" Mr. Miguel smiled warmly and said, "I will share with you 7 life-changing habits. If you follow them, your life will transform. Listen carefully. 1. Wake up early. Waking up just 1 hour earlier every day gives you 365 extra hours a year. That is 15 full days of extra life. Imagine what you can do with that quiet time when the world is asleep." Alex had never thought about time as currency before. He decided then and there to wake up early for self-improvement. 2. Read every day. You don't need to read a book a day. Reading just 10 pages daily means you will finish at least 12 books a year. These 12 books can completely upgrade your mindset, your knowledge, and your future. Alex, who loved stories but ignored learning, decided to pick up a book. 3. Set small goals. If you write just 200 words a day, you have a novel in a year. Remember, small drops of water eventually make a vast ocean. Hearing this lifted a weight off Alex's shoulders. He stopped worrying about the mountain and focused on the step. 4. The 5-second rule. Don't procrastinate. Whenever you feel the urge to delay a task, count down backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and physically move. Or tell yourself, "I will do this for just 2 minutes." This simple trick tricks your brain into action. 5. Practice. Gratitude. Every night, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This shifts your brain from scanning for problems to scanning for opportunities. Alex initially thought this was silly, but he promised to try. 6. Exercise 10 minutes. Daily. You don't need an hour at the gym. 10 minutes of movement at home is infinitely better than 0. It keeps your energy flowing and your mind sharp. 7. Limit. Phone time. This is the most important for your generation. Whenever you pick up your phone, ask, "Is this improving me or wasting my life?" Mindless scrolling destroys your focus. Set a strict limit on entertainment. Part 5. The Silent Transformation. Over the next few months, Alex committed to these small habits. At first, it was boring. There was no applause, no instant reward. No one noticed. Just like the bamboo seed, no change was visible on the surface. But Alex remembered the farmer. He kept watering his roots. After 3 to 4 months, something shifted. He noticed he was calmer. His focus was laser-sharp. His grades improved not because he crammed, but because he studied a little every day. He felt a new sense of confidence, a self-respect that comes from keeping promises to yourself. By the end of the year, the lazy, messy Alex was gone. He had transformed into a disciplined, responsible, and driven young man. He no longer waited for someday. Years later, Alex became a well-known and respected entrepreneur. When young students asked him, "Alex, what is the big secret to your success?" he would always smile, think of the old professor, and say, "Big results come from small habits." Success is not about luck, magic, or talent. It is simply the math of our daily actions. If you want to change your life, don't wait for a lucky break. Start with small steps. Like the bamboo, your efforts may not show results immediately, but with patience and consistency, you will grow beyond your wildest imagination. Conclusion. Now I want to ask you, which small habit will you start today? Will you read 10 pages? Will you wake up earlier? Or will you simply put down your phone? Let me know in the comments below. If you believe this story can help someone else, please like this video and share it with a friend who needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe to Stillness and Meaning for more stories that feed the soul. I'll be back soon with another lesson. Until then, be patient with your growth, stay grateful for your journey, and keep moving forward, one small step at a time.